does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there. The New Orleans Saints are back, y'all, and while the city is in a football state of mind, Meet the World Image Solutions is ready to take you on the road. Join us December 20th through the 23rd, where we hit not one, but two cities. First, we're going to roll into Memphis, where we're going to hit Beale Street, Stax Records, and the Lorraine Hotel. And then we're going into Nashville, where we're going to have a few more surprises for you right before we watch our New Orleans Saints run right over the Tennessee Titans. We're talking luxury bus. We're talking 4-star hotel, gift bags. You do not want to miss this. So if you need more information, contact us at 504-505-5894. That's 504-505-5894. See you there.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there. The New Orleans Saints are back, y'all, and while the city's in a football Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I am back with a new episode of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. Now, before we get started, I do want to issue a wonderful, special congratulations to all of the candidates who were elected this past Saturday. And those who weren't elected, I want to congratulate you for running campaigns of integrity, because it was a pleasure having so many people come on the show just to listen to their platforms and their plans for the city. And I just pray that even if you weren't elected, that you will continue to work for our city and help us to make our city all that it can be. We don't want to just be the real pretty girl that you have fun with, and then when you're done with it, you push her to the side. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know anything about
Okay, don't act like you didn't know about that. Well, we don't want New Orleans to be that way. We want New Orleans to be that person that you take seriously, that you come to for business as well as pleasure, you know?
Absolutely.
And I believe that many of the people who were running for office had that plan. So I just hope that they'll continue to do it and that they will continue to promote their ideas for our city.
Absolutely. Go John Bell Epple.
Yes, absolutely. We have a runoff coming up.
Yeah.
If you did not vote on Saturday for whatever reason, make sure that you come out and vote for the runoff. This is serious. This is so serious, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And, you know, while we're even talking about that, and we're talking about how serious it is, this is a good time to segue into who this gentleman is that I have sitting next to me. This is Mr. Terrell Pierre. He is the editor-in-chief of Strive magazine. I've been knowing about you for a long time, and you actually reached out and supported me when I had my play a few months ago.
Yeah, right.
And actually, it wasn't even a fun. It wasn't even a. It was last year. It's been a year already.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my
Cheated in the
goodness.
next room, which was a very, very good play.
Thank
very
you.
inspiring. A lot of messages. I don't want to give it away because I'm sure you're going to
Yeah,
Running it
eventually I'm going to
again?
do it again, but I am going to be doing another play this coming February. I'm taking another one of my books and turning it into a play. It's actually a play called Twilight.
Okay.
And it's all about a young 17-year-old girl who is brutally raped by a much older boyfriend. Right. And it's just about her whole process of how she's able to get past and rise above what happened to her and about the people in her life who are helping her to get there. So it's a really, really touching
I'm
play.
sure.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, you should be there. I hope you're there. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about you. You have some major things going on with Strive Magazine right now.
Yeah, we just did the issue of reform injustice in the judicial system and the prison system.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last magazine that we put out. And we covered some very interesting or important topics in that. Stop and frisk, plea bargain, probation and parole, police shooting of unarmed African American men and women.
And we just had that happen.
And it's still happening.
Right, and that person, a lot of people may not realize, actually had ties to New Orleans. She was educated right at Xavier University.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's terrible. But anyway, we covered some of those things, excessive sentencing. We looked at the private institutions and the reform that's not in them. So we covered a lot of issues. And one of the things that I want to point out is that we're not attacking law enforcement. That's not what we're doing here. But what we're trying to do is get them to understand a culture, and we're trying to do away with the bad police,
yes,
as well as the injustice
and
laws.
It's good that you say that, because we don't want people to think that we believe that every police officer is bad. No. I mean, the police force is very important to our community.
Absolutely.
We need them in our community.
Absolutely.
But we also need people who are well trained, who are not prone to violence. I mean, right now it seems that so many people are being shot to kill. We're not shooting to maim. We're not shooting to stop them from running. Right. The first thing in our minds is, let's shoot them. Right.
And there's a reason for that. We're going to talk about that a little bit, especially when we cover that particular segment, police shootings.
Yes.
But one of the things that we covered was stop and frisk. Yes. And that's very important in our community.
Well, explain stop and frisk for people who may not understand.
Stop, according to definition, law definition, a stop and frisk is a brief stopping of a law enforcement on a suspected suspect. That's it by definition. The Fourth Amendment says that a person, when a law enforcement stops a suspect, this person must have either committed a crime or the officer has a reason to believe that this person is about to commit a crime.
Yes.
Now, what's important here is that only 12% of stops and frisks leads to an arrest. And 50% of the suspects, or so-called suspects that are stopped, are African American people. 50%, with the other percentage of Hispanics and whites, but the whole 50 is African Americans, and there's only 12% who are actually being arrested. So what that tells you, if 50% of African Americans are being stopped,
yes,
and only 12% are being arrested after the stop. Now remember, the law says, the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution says that this person must be suspected of a crime,
right,
or is about to commit a crime.
Right.
So if these people aren't being arrested after being stopped and frisked,
they're being harassed.
See, so those are some of the things that has to change. It has to be reformed. Now the Supreme Court has looked at this, but only to the point where they were asked the question, what was the results after the stop and frisk?
Right.
See, they're not looking at it was unconstitutional to be stopped and frisked if you had no probable cause, and that's evident because you did not arrest the person.
So
they're only looking at what happened after.
So let's break this down.
They weigh in on that.
Let's break this down. A group of young African American guys are just driving down the street.
Right.
Maybe they just came from a party.
Right.
And the police stopped them. Mm-hmm. And they frisked them. They say, well, we had probable cause because they fit the description or what have you. But they really didn't have any probable cause. They didn't fit any description. They're just stopping frisk them just in case they may have done something.
Right. And that's what we're talking about right here. And what's that's causing a separation in a community.
Right. So now when people actually do need help, they don't call the police because they're not sure that they can trust the police.
Right. And what we're trying to do right here is try to make law enforcement understand this, what we're talking about right now. What it does is causes a separation because we see the disparity, we see the disproportion towards African Americans, where they're only being the ones that stopped and frisked. So it's caused a big problem in the community.
I have
reform injustice in the judicial and prison system. We rebuild and destroy.
But he felt that
reform injustice in the judicial and prison systems, the whole system.
But he felt that
slave catchers keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still. From slave catchers keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still. I don't pledge allegiance to no colorless flag. I'm indigenous, original, maybe more than just black. Maybe all of that slaughter got us automatically back. Post-slave mental trauma, they worried about if we snap. See, nigga just want their money, gave a damn about no slave. This is illumination, so I'm passing the flame. 13th Amendment say that if you committing a crime, your rights go back to before 1865. So if everything you do is labeled criminalized, then you back to being in shackles and it's right before your eyes. Excessive sentences, these judges sinking pity pinches. They picking out our people like they copy pasting pictures shit. Stop it on the frisking shit. To protect myself, I gotta be a criminal or a victim quick. This is just some different shit. This is just some justice, but adjusting is a living shit. Statue of liberty sitting looking oblivious. You slave catcher keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still. You slave catcher keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still.
And it's a distrust. The police have a distrust
social magazine.
And the community has a distrust.
Shout out YT Wings on the keys.
Nobody.
Mad love in the building.
Absolutely.
Another thing that we looked at was these plea bargains after a person have been arrested. A lot of these plea, according to the law, a plea bargain is supposed to be something that's a contract between both the defendant and the prosecutor, where that benefits the defendant. He would give a guilty plea in exchange for a lesser sentence or drop some of the charges or whatever.
Well, I really want to jump into that because I was watching a documentary during the New Orleans Film Festival last year about prison reform, and they talked a lot about that issue. So I want to jump into that, but we're going to take a quick break. Okay. When we get back, we're going to jump right back into plea bargains. So we are sitting here talking with Mr. Terrell Pierre, who is the editor-in-chief of Strive magazine, and he's here talking about this big issue you have coming up that's going to be dealing with prison reform, prison and justice reform. So you guys stay right there. Go grab a friend. I want you to like. I want you to share, comment, and subscribe. This is your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and we'll be right back on Horizons.
Lola, homegrown. You watching homegrown TV? Let's get it in.
We need to reform our laws here in America.
My name is Terrell Pierre, and I'm from Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine. And this is Marshall Pierre, my partner. Right now, we just released a magazine called Reform Injustice in the Judicial and Prison System.
An engaging literary conversation, and we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. right here on the New Orleans Talk Network, and you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The New Orleans Saints are back, y'all, and while the city is in a football state of mind, Meet the World Image Solutions is ready to take you on the road. Join us December 20th through the 23rd when we hit not one, but two cities. First, we're going to roll into Memphis, where we're going to hit Beale Street, Stax Records, and the Lorraine Hotel. And then we're going into Nashville, where we're going to have a few more surprises for you right before we watch our New Orleans Saints run right over the Tennessee Titans. We're talking luxury bus. We're talking 4-star hotel, gift bags. You do not want to miss this. So if you need more information, contact us at 504-505-5894. That's 504-505-5894. See you there. New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson.
Reform injustice in the judicial and prison systems. We rebuild and destroy. Reform injustice in the judicial and prison systems. The whole system. From slave catchers, keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still. From slave catchers, keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still. I don't pledge allegiance to no colonist flag. I'm indigenous, original, maybe more than just black. Maybe all of the slaughter got us automatically. Post-slave mental trauma, they worried about if we snap shit.
Okay, I
just want their money, gave a damn
sorry,
about no
but,
slave. This is illumination, so I'm passing the flame. 13th Amendment, say that if you commit
if you
in a
follow
crime,
me
your
on
rights go
Facebook, I
back.
did start a watch party, so you can invite all your friends. We can have a very, very important conversation. Right when I stopped,
Accept the sentences, the judges sick and pity pictures. They picking
And I
out
was
people like they copy pasting pictures shit. Stop it on the frisking shit to protect myself. I gotta be a criminal or I'm thinking quick. This is just some different shit. This is just injustice, but injustice is some different shit. Statue of liberty sitting looking oblivious. Who slave catchers, keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still. Malcolm or you Martin, but you see blind still. Who slave catchers, keeping slaves on the cotton field. To the inner cities where my people repeatedly shot and killed. You melanated doing right, these PDs watching still.
The defendant is supposed to get a deal out of his that he's satisfied with. Okay. The only problem with this is that most of these plea bargains aren't plea bargains, but they are coercion.
Yes.
They are coercion.
Basically, like when they see us.
Okay, this the thing. This is where the coercion comes in at. The DA focuses more on the person's jacket, previous convictions, or if this particular crime that's just been committed, was it something that this person is known to have done before, right? They don't focus on the actual case that's happening right now.
Right.
This person can be innocent.
But
So-
they may be innocent of this case that
Of
they're
this
supposed to
one.
be focusing on. But
Right.
because they had things that went on in the
Right.
past, they should go to prison.
Right. So they say
Yeah.
so what they're saying is that a person that done something in the past, you're still bringing up what he done in the past for this new case. So you're supposed to be giving this person a deal, but you're not. If this person is innocent, and you're not giving him the stiff penalty of what that charge carries, but you're giving him a lesser sentence,
Yeah.
you're still
You still
that's
punish
still
them.
injustice
Yes.
if the person was guilty. So, And then what's bad about it is that these DAs have knowledge a lot of times of this person's innocence. Sometimes what we just discussed earlier, it came through a bad search and seizure, something that should have been thrown out of court, should have never even gotten to the DA. And other things, other reasons for the DA to believe that this person is innocent, but he never brings that up. So there should be some type of code of ethics handed down through law, through legislation, through federal law, to Supreme Court, whatever. There needs to be something put in place saying that the DA's approach should be focused dead on that crime at the time and not necessarily on that person's previous records.
Right.
And that he should not coerce. If he knows that this person is innocent, no matter if this person is known to have done this before or if this person have a bad record, he should deal with. If
they have a record, that means that they've probably gone to prison and they've probably served their time for whatever crime that was in their past.
Which, okay, you could look at it that way on karma, I guess, so to speak.
No, I'm saying that they've served. No, that's what I'm saying. They've served their time for whatever crime that they had in the past. They've already served that time, right. So we shouldn't be reconvicting them for something that they've done in the past.
Right, absolutely. That's double jeopardy. That's called double jeopardy. And you see it a lot. You see it through probation and parole, which leads me to excessive sentencing. Mm-hmm. After these bad plea bargains, we have these excessive sentences. Now, when you look at it, statistically, we have 2.2 million people in prison right now. And it's not because of the nature of the crime. They weren't violent offenses. But it's because of things what we just spoke about, because the person a lot of these people had previous records, so they're being held in prison longer. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, because of when Clinton was in office and during that administration in the 80s, they came out with these three strike laws and these tough on laws, mm-hmm. Which made people stay in jails longer. Mm-hmm. So they're not only that, you got petty crimes like, marijuana has given people life. You have petty theft charges that because it happened before, enhanced the person, and now these people is doing life. That's excessive. It's an excessive sentence, and things like that needs to change. It's just it's a burden on the national economy because you have to house the prisoners. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole lot that comes with that.
So you're going to be talking about all of this in an upcoming issue of Strive magazine. When can people expect this issue?
Well, this was actually covered in the last issue that we put out.
Okay. And how can people find that issue?
You can actually go to terrellpierre@gmail.com, and I have links. You can go
Terrell Pierre 123.
Terrell Pierre 123 @gmail.com. That's an inside joke. That's the wrong cover up there.
That's the wrong cover?
We should have had.
Oh, he's been going back and forth.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That cover?
It's not that, but it's the actual cover, prison reform cover.
Okay.
We'll get it later. That one. That's the one.
There we go.
That's the cover right there.
Okay.
But anyway, we spoke about the incarceration rate. We ought to make up only 5% of the whole world, and yet we have 45%, of us in prison. So that's a big.
It's a really
number.
big disparity.
45% African American people in prison.
Okay, so if people want more information, of course we want them to get this last issue of Strive magazine, the big prison reform edition. And you said that they can email you to get that. Is there
yes.
Anywhere else they can go to your site?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's actually on YouTube. Strive Hip Hop Social Magazine. And then you can go to Strive on my website, strivehiphopsocialmagazine.com. And once again, Terrell Pierre 123 at gmail.com. And you can also call us at 504 515-2432.
And we will put the email address as well as the phone number in the comments section if you would like to follow up on this conversation, because this is so much bigger than the amount of time that we're able to talk about.
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
Yes.
There's so much more we could have said.
Yes, absolutely. But
and we didn't actually cover all of the issues.
there's just so much.
It's just a lot.
Yeah. But I do want to thank you for helping to bring a lot of these issues to the forefront, because we have people on Facebook, they see these things and they might scroll by, or they may have outrage, as some people call fake outrage sometimes, because they don't always understand. But I really thank you for just taking the time to get that information out there, help people to understand what it's really all about, why we keep looking at it. And I know you're not saying that people should get off for crimes. They should be punished for crimes, but they should be punished for that crime and not everything that may have happened in the past.
And not only that, law enforcement has to stop looking at, see, Black Lives Matter.
Absolutely.
I just really wish we had time.
Yes. But what we do have time to do, just before we go, we can play some of the video that you talked about on YouTube. Now, once this video, we're only going to show a clip of it, but if people want to see the entire video, where can they go?
You can go to YouTube. Go to Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine. Yeah, that's it. Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine. I was about to say .com.
Yes,
on
YouTube.
We're talking about YouTube. Now, this particular video, we have the famous John Fuller in it. He was featured on it. John Fuller is a lawyer in New Orleans, has represented a lot of high-profile cases. He's featured in this video. This video was recorded at YT Wing Studio, and
YT Wings has been working with you for quite a while.
Yes, and the actual lyrics to the song, the theme song, "Reform and Justice in the Judicial and Prison System," was sung by Garuda. And the concept came from Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine.
Well, all right. Well, let's see a piece of that as we roll on out. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. And after the video, we're going to go to a break. And when we get back, we're going to be talking with a young lady named Keesha Dancy, who actually started a wonderful organization called All Things Are Possible. And what she wants to do is effect change in a different way. What she's done is
Lola, homegrown.
always going to places. When I was living in Belgium,
You watching homegrown TV? Let's get it in.
they were me for her. I was the hub.
We need
She
to
went to
reform our
Morocco.
laws
She
here in
went
America.
to
My name is Terrell
Rotterdam.
Pierre, and I'm from Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine. And this is Marsha Pierre, my partner. Right now, we just released a magazine called Reform Injustice in the Judicial and Prison System.
When we get back. But before we go, I want you to check out some of this video. Remember, if you want to see the rest of it, just go to Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine on YouTube.
And by the way, thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here.
And congratulations on all the things that you're doing. I'm watching you. You're doing a lot.
Thank you so
you're a
much.
grinder.
Thank you. That's what I'm doing. It's going to pay off, too.
Yes, it is.
Reform injustice in the judicial and prison system.
Lola, homegrown. You watching homegrown TV? Let's get it in.
We need to reform our laws here in America.
My name is Terrell Pierre, and I'm from Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine. And this is Marsha Pierre, my partner. Right now, we just released a magazine called Reform Injustice in the Judicial and Prison System. And we would like y'all to go out and get that magazine. It's dealing with all types of issues concerning reform. So go to Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine.com. Go to Terrell Pierre at gmail.com. And if you want to, you can call us at 504-515-2432.
Fight the power.
girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The New Orleans Saints are back, y'all, and while the city is in a football state of mind, Meet the World Image Solutions is ready to take you on the road. Join us December 20th through the 23rd when we hit not one, but two cities. First, we're going to roll into Memphis, where we're going to hit Beale Street, Stax Records, and the Lorraine Hotel. And then we're going into Nashville, where we're going to have a few more surprises for you right before we watch our New Orleans Saints run right over the Tennessee Titans. We're talking luxury bus. We're talking 4-star hotel, gift bags. You do not want to miss this. So if you need more information, contact us at 504-505-5894. That's 504-505-5894. See you there. New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new
I could not do the things that I wanted to do until I retired. So once I retired, 2014, I pretty much started putting pen to paper. I took a break when I started teaching and realized that if I didn't do anything faster, that it would just be something in the back of my mind. So I took a break. I left the U.S. I traveled, and it gave me an opportunity to really focus on the program. and get it from a vision to reality. And so here we are 2 years later.
So, would you say that your time in the military is what inspired you to travel as much as you do? Because you're always on the road.
The military had a lot to do with it, but as you know, being in the military, our personal travels were not the same. We pretty much went where the Army told us to go. So I didn't get a lot of personal travels in. And I knew that once I retired, that was one of my priorities was to actually travel the way I wanted to travel. So, like I said, once I retired in 2013, in 2014, I've been on the go ever since. I haven't stopped.
So, how do you find the young ladies who are a part of your program?
Okay. And most of the girls are through referrals. Some of my former teachers that I worked with, board members, church members, community leaders. And so pretty much it's through word of mouth and again referrals. And so we do have various events and activities where we get, people inquiring about the program. And so it's pretty much a variety of ways referrals into the local events.
So, do they have to pass, or do they have to be approved to get in, or can any young lady come in?
Okay, so there is an application process for the major things. They must be able to get a U.S. passport, obviously. The young girls, they must participate in our various service projects and attend our meetings. We typically meet once a month unless we're doing an additional event, whether we're doing a service project or we're doing some type of internal activity, or maybe what I call it like a little sister outing where we may do a movie, do lunch or dinner, or just do something where we pretty much, I guess, bonding, what I call bonding time. They have to actually fundraise, so they do not pay for the program, but they have to fundraise at a minimum $500. We have several ways for them to fundraise. And last year it was a little different. We were a little lenient in those requirements, so we had to actually stay consistent with what those requirements are. And so for those girls that do meet that criteria, they will be the young girls that will actually participate in our travels, whether it's domestic or international. Of course, traveling is very expensive. So
Yes.
for a $500 contribution, they get to go to a different country. The organization pretty much take care of everything else: their passport, their accommodations, their excursions, activities. Everywhere we go, we do some type of service project. So the organization pretty much covers everything. The only thing they need to provide is their spending money.
Wow. So, even with them raising the $500, that still sounds like a very expensive undertaking. So, what do you do? How can people contribute, or how can people help with this program?
Sure, that's a great question. Yes, again, we are a 501c3 organization, so we do we do have donors as well as sponsors. Of course, it's not where I would like to be, but for anyone that would love to donate, we do have our PayPal information, and we do have Cash App. And so our Cash App would be ATAP 1926, and our PayPal information will be our email, which is ATAPinc@outlook.com.
Okay, so we will put both of those both of those handles on in the comments section underneath the video for people who may want to contribute to the program. What are some of the countries that you've been to?
So far, we were chartered in January of 2017, and in March of 2018, we partnered with another organization and took us into Ghana. In June of 18, ATAP's first official trip was to Colombia in South America, so the girls spent time in Medellin as well as Cartagena. And this past summer, June, we went to Mexico, so they were able to experience one of the seven wonders of the world.
That is awesome. I might need to go with you. I think you need a chaperone or something. I think I'm gonna have to go. Huh?
No, I say yes. We do. We do have chaperones, and we actually invited our parents on our last 2 trips. And the reason we did that because we wanted the parents to see exactly what it is we were doing, so they can pretty much have an idea, and they can be our advocates, champions for the organization. So
Awesome.
a great experience for them because most of them have not traveled out the country as well.
So really, you're opening up the eyes not just to the young lady, but also to the parent at times.
Yes. So this year, like I said, the last 2 trips, we opened it up to the parents. And so we will have opportunities for parents to travel, but not specifically with the youth for the upcoming trips that we have,
Okay.
for any future trips, rather.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, but before we go into break, we do have a news clip because your program was actually on the news in Memphis, I believe, correct?
Yes, we actually had 3 news interviews. The first 2 were done, which was a part 1 and a part 2. So the part 1 was pretty much get the information out there about our organization. And then the part 2, we were actually in Colombia. And then we did a third news article interview. And then we've also had an article in one of our local newspapers, the Tri-State Defender.
Awesome. Well, we're going to show this one clip, and then we're going to go into a commercial break. And then when we get back, we'll talk a little bit more about the program. How's that?
Sounds great.
Awesome. All right. So you all stay right there. Check out this clip, and then we will be right back with more Keesha Dancy and All Things Are Possible.
Well, now an update on a local good news story that we first brought you back in May. A local nonprofit is showing young girls the world, one trip at a time. It's tonight's local good news.
It gives me an opportunity to mentor and to travel to see the world.
When we met Najoni Pena back in May, the 17-year-old Collierville High School junior was getting ready to travel. And this week, she's in Colombia with the nonprofit All Things Are Possible. The organization allows young girls to crisscross the globe.
We empower them through travel, education, mentorship, and service.
Keesha Dancy, a former military veteran and educator, created the nonprofit. When teaching at Hillcrest High School, Dancy says she would ask her students a simple question.
Where would you like to go? I would hear things like Atlanta, Six Flags, Disney World. And it's like if money wasn't an issue, where would you want to go? Some of them haven't even left their city, let alone the state of Tennessee.
Fast forward to today, and at least 7 young locals are in Colombia. They've been to a cooking class there where a family let them prepare and cook a traditional Colombian meal while learning about popular dishes and sampling native fruit. And they even got to sit atop the second largest stone in the world, the Rock of Guatapi. They had to climb roughly 750 steps to get to the top. Plus,
the art is really nice and colorful, and it's everywhere. Houses on the sides of buildings.
They tell me art on the walls and buildings represent the people and the struggles there. They tell a story of tragedy, triumph, and now transformation. The young ladies say their lives, too, will be transformed forever because with this trip, they realize all things are possible. It's local good news. And to learn how you can get involved with the organization, All Things Are Possible, just go to our website, localmemphis.com, and once you're there, click on the green Find It button.
The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there. The New Orleans Saints are back, y'all, and while the city is in a football state of mind, Meet the World Image Solutions is ready to take you on the road. Join us December 20th through the 23rd when we hit not one, but 2 cities. First, we're going to roll into Memphis, where we're going to hit Beale Street, Stax Records, and the Lorraine Hotel. And then we're going into Nashville, where we're going to have a few more surprises for you right before we watch our New Orleans Saints run right over the Tennessee Titans. We're talking luxury bus. We're talking 4-star hotel, gift bags. You do not want to miss this. So if you need more information, contact us at 504-505-5894. That's 504-505-5894. See you there. Hey, this is your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I am back. I'm talking with Keesha Dancy, who is an Army veteran, former teacher, and now the CEO of All Things Are Possible, which is a wonderful organization based in Memphis, Tennessee, where she takes underprivileged and underrepresented young ladies to different parts of the world so they can see something outside of their own small part of the universe. Did I explain that correctly, Keisha?
Yes, you did. Yes, that
Yay!
sums it up.
Awesome, awesome. So, tell me about some of the young ladies whom you've had. Any success stories that in your eyes.
Okay. So I've had three of my young ladies that actually graduated within the last 2 years of the program. And so one of them is in college, her freshman year in college, and then we have one that actually joined the military. Some of our former participants, two of them are twins. They're actually getting into entrepreneurship with their mother. Their mother is a travel agent. She's an event planner. And so with the young girls, from their parents' experience as well as experience at ATAP, they were in the process of designing luggage, travel themed luggage. And so, and the other two girls that we have, of course, it improves their grades. That's one of the things that we do look at. They do not have an actual minimum GPA requirement to be in the program, but we do want to see some type of improvement in their education, especially if they're a little behind or having difficulties in their studies. So we do speak with counselors as well as their teachers to see how they're doing. Some girls have learned a lot about being independent, whereas they may not have cooked or participated in various household activities, but traveling and understanding, everybody has responsibilities. There are certain things that we must do, and so from looking at that, they kind of take that back home and apply some of those things that they've learned being abroad as individuals.
Now, have you gotten feedback from some of the parents? Have they seen any changes in their young ladies once they've come back from a trip?
And yes, we have feedback. So that's something additional that we do. We have a young ladies to complete a questionnaire as far as, I guess we would say the good, the bad, the ugly, what we can improve, what needs to change, and, what do they learn or what went well. And we pretty much do the same thing with the parents, not just for our trips, but any events or activities that we go on to try to get feedback. And so all of the feedback have been positive for the most part. I think from the beginning, some of the not so positive was just the language barrier, which the young ladies, we do workshops on the various languages and places that we go, but that was one of the things, not being able to speak the language. But which is interesting, when we did go to Colombia, we partnered with a youth organization there where the girls were able to interact with one another. And of course, our girls, their Spanish was limited, and the young girls from Colombia, their English was limited, but they were able to communicate,
right,
over that time frame. So some of them still keep in contact today. And, with the language barrier, it just shows independence and, as far as the parents, their young ladies being able to communicate, being open, seeing just a different side of them. So, yes, we've got positive feedback from the parents as well.
Absolutely. Now, I'm quite sure that there is a parent who's probably watching tonight who maybe doesn't live in Memphis and saying, how can I get my daughter to be in this program? Are you currently taking girls who live outside of the Memphis area?
Right now, we are taking girls in what we call a tri-state area, which is Shelby County in Memphis, Tennessee, West Memphis, Arkansas, and the northern part of Mississippi. And so eventually the goal is to expand to my home state, which is Illinois. And from there, we will eventually branch out. So since we're in our second year, we want to pretty much see what works, what doesn't work, where we can change, and eventually partner with other leaders, individuals that are committed to be a part of the program where we can expand to other cities and states.
Okay. So, but now what if somebody says, I don't care, I will fly my daughter to you. I want her to be a part of this program.
Now that would be something totally different. So we have All Things Are Possible, which is the nonprofit organization. However, collaboration, partnership, we're open for all of that. 'Cause my goal again is to expand the minds of our young girls, really, no matter where they are. And so we will eventually have something set up where it doesn't matter where the girls are, because we have a second entity where we will be able to expose, those young ladies as well, as far as the travel piece, not necessarily with this particular without this particular entity of ATAP. So I hope that answers your question. But they can always reach out to me via email, again, which is atapinc@outlook.com.
Okay,
Yes.
and we will
So
definitely.
we're going to provide, yes, so we're going to provide the opportunity for any youth, really, regardless of where they are. So
Wonderful.
hopefully that answers your question.
It did answer my question, and we are going to make sure that we put your contact information in the in the comment section underneath the video for people who may want to get their daughter involved in this event, because I just can't see how somebody wouldn't want their daughter to be able to see the world. I mean, the name of my company is Meet the World. You're actually taking these young ladies to see the world. And I think it's a beautiful program. And I hope more and more young ladies get to be a part of it.
Right. Yes, thank you. And lastly, I forgot to mention that they can definitely follow us on Facebook, because our Facebook is pretty much updated real time. So if they're interested in following us on ATAP, they can follow us at All Things Are Possible, INC, or ATAP 1926.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we will put those into the comment section. I want you to stay in touch with us. When is your next trip?
My next personal trip is in less than 12 hours.
I meant when's the next ATAP trip?
I am actually in transit now. Yes, I'm in transit now. I will be on a plane in a few hours heading to Peru. So,
girl, you stay on the road.
Yes. So for the organization, our next trip will be sometime next summer, and we're looking at Paris. It's not confirmed yet, but that's one of our options is Paris. So,
oh, Paris will be nice. They get to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yes, we're excited about that. But yes, we get to learn a lot of history, African American.
Oh yes, definitely.
So, yes.
Because a lot of people don't realize that there is a lot of African American history as well as African history in
Yes,
Paris.
African history, correct.
Yes, there's a beautiful African quarter in Paris. So hopefully you guys will get to go there as well.
Yes.
All right.
I'm excited.
So, Soror, with your blue and white on in this picture that I'm looking at, I want to thank you so much for being on the show tonight and sharing with us about All Things Are Possible. I hope that this helps get oodles more girls to be a part of this program, because it is so important to be able to see the rest of the world besides what we see every day. I mean, one of the things I'm most thankful for is being able to take my daughter to Belgium with me, so she was able to spend nearly 5 years in another country and getting to know people of different cultures, because it just expands our mind and expands our view on the world.
And you're absolutely correct. And so that's our goal.
Okay, so now once again, you said that they can follow you on Facebook at All Things Are Possible INC. Make sure they put the INC on there, because there is another All Things Are Possible on Facebook, but we're looking for the one that says All Things Are Possible Inc. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Or the short name again, ATAP 1926.
Wonderful. Well, thanks once again. I hope you get some rest, because I know you have a trip ahead of you to Peru. Be safe, have fun, and bring me back a shot glass.
I got you. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, Sarah. And you all have a great evening.
Okay, and you do the same. And I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. I want to thank Terrell Pierre of Strive Magazine and Strive Hip Hop and Social Magazine, as well as Keesha Dancy, the CEO of All Things Are Possible Incorporated. And they both are really into change, but change in different ways. And everybody wants to make change in their own part of the world, and they may do it in different ways. But when we all bring all of that together, it just expands our view. So I want to thank you for supporting the show. Don't forget to find us and subscribe to us on YouTube, because eventually we're going to be moving the show over to YouTube. Quality is much better on YouTube. No shade to Facebook. Love you, Facebook. But I really would love for you guys to join us on YouTube. We can do so much more things when we get over there, and we want you all to be a part of it. So if you've not done so yet, please move right over to the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page and subscribe. All you have to do is just hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell like they say on YouTube, and that way you will be reminded every time we do a show. Now, next week we will be returning to the authors. I know some of you who have been following us for a long time have been like, she hasn't had an author on her show in a minute. Well, they are coming back, but we wanted to make sure that we gave time to the candidates. Now that the election is over with, we wanted to talk with people who were evoking social change, and now we're going right back into the authors next week. So I hope you guys will join us next week. And I had a call today about the the Tennessee trip that we're doing in December. Yes, it's still happening, and we want you to be a part of it. I know the $50 deadline has passed now, because now we've got to get down to crunch time. So you can still make your deposits. All you have to do is contact me at area code 504-505-5894, or you can reach us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm on all of the social media. And we really want you to be with us on this trip, because it's going to be an awesome trip. Lastly, we only have 3 slots left for the Words and Wine Writers Retreat. That's going to take place November 9th through the 11th in Fredericksburg, Texas. We have so many things planned. We have writers' workshops planned. We have one-on-one book coaching. We're going to do wine trips. We're going to just build sisterhood and have a good time doing it. So if you want more information about that, make sure you give me a call, area code 504-505-5894. So thank you all for joining us tonight. We will see you next week. You have a wonderful week, and I hope you enjoyed your holiday. If you're a federal worker, I hope you enjoyed your holiday today. I'm not going to tell you which holiday it is, because some of y'all going to be like, I don't celebrate that. I don't care. If you had a good time today, that's on you. That's your business. All right. God bless you. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye. City of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com.